Welcome to Science Decoded, the place where ancient myths meet human psychology and where we decode the truths that still shape our everyday lives. Today, we stepped into the tragic heart of one of the Mahabharata's greatest warriors and greatest sufferers, Karna. His story is not just about war, loyalty, or fate. It is about the deepest human wound, the pain of feeling unwanted. Tell me, have you ever felt unwanted? Maybe ignored by family, overlooked at work, or abandoned in a relationship? That sting, that ache of not belonging, was Karna's constant companion. He was cursed not only by sages, but by life itself. And in his story, we find echoes of our own hidden scars. Part 1. Karna's birth. Born, but unwanted. Karna was born of the sun god, Surya himself. His mother Kunti had invoked a boon, and the child that came was radiant, divine, wearing armor and earrings of gold. But Kunti was unmarried. Fear, shame, society, those weighed heavier than a mother's love. And so she placed her newborn in a basket and let the river carry him away. Imagine that. Your very first experience of life is rejection. Psychologists today say that abandonment leaves invisible scars. Children grow up asking, "Am I worthy of love? Do I belong anywhere?" Karna's whole life became an answer to that desperate question. Part 2. The curses that defined him. Karna's destiny was chained by curses, but if you look closely, every curse was tied to the wound of being unwanted. Parashurama's curse. He went to Drona to learn archery. Drona rejected him. A charioteer's son cannot sit with princes. So Karna turned to Parashurama and lied. He claimed to be a Brahmin. He learned with devotion, but when the truth was revealed, Parashurama cursed him. Your knowledge will fail you when you need it most. Not because Karna lacked skill, but because society had already branded him unworthy. The Brahmin's curse. One day, he accidentally killed a Brahmin's cow. The Brahmin cursed him. Your chariot will sink in battle. You will die helpless. Again, rejection. Mother Earth's curse. When Karna tore open the earth to summon weapons, Bhumi Devi cursed him. One day, I will refuse to support your chariot. Even the earth, the very ground beneath him, repeated the rejection of his birth mother. It's as if the whole cosmos whispered, "You do not belong." Part 3. Society and longing for respect. At the great tournament, when Karna displayed unmatched skills, what did he hear? Mockery, insults, son of a charioteer. And then in that moment, someone stood up. Duryodhana. He gave Karna a throne. He gave him honor. He gave him belonging. Think about it. How many of us have fallen into toxic friendships, unhealthy relationships, destructive paths, simply because someone finally made us feel wanted? Karna was not evil. He was starving for dignity. And in that hunger, he chained himself to Duryodhana's cause. Part 4. Kunti's return. Too late. one of the most heartbreaking scenes of the Mahabharata. Kunti approaches Karna before the war and she tells him, "You are my son. You are the eldest Pandava." For years, he had begged the world for belonging, and here, his mother finally gave it to him. But it was too late. Karna said, "Where was this mother when I was abandoned in a river? Where was she when the world mocked me? I cannot betray Duryodhana. He stood by me when no one else did." This is the tragedy of delayed love. When acceptance comes too late, it doesn't heal. It only deepens the wound. Part 5. Lessons for us. Karna's life teaches us: 1. The deepest curse is not from the gods, but the pain of being unwanted. 2. When society denies dignity, people will seek it wherever they can, even in destructive places. 3. Withheld love leaves scars that no victory can heal. But Krishna, who understood Karna's heart, told him, "Even in rejection, your courage makes you immortal." Karna may have lost the war, but his story survives. Because he represents a truth we all know: the longing to belong, to be wanted, to be loved without condition. So I ask you, who in your life might be feeling unwanted? A friend? A parent? A child? Maybe even yourself. Sometimes one word, one gesture of acceptance can break a lifetime of curses. This was Science Decoded, where myth becomes mirror and ancient stories reveal the modern heart. If Karna's story touched you, share this with someone who needs to hear it, because somewhere, someone is still carrying the curse of feeling unwanted. And maybe your words can finally break it.